Hello, fellow vision hackers. Wanted to jump on and make a quick video for you today about how to systematically create your own luck. So I'm going to cover 5 points, and my promise to you is if you watch through each of these and you actually start implementing these in your life, you will start to notice that you are becoming more lucky. You will start to see things fall into place. Circumstances, people, situations will all seem to align. If you focus on these things, the luck will take care of itself. So I've also got a bonus reaction matrix at the end as well, which I think is pretty cool. So excited to show you that. But yeah, let's just jump straight in and let's just look at things we can do every day to be lucky. Number 1, commit to 1 hour of growth a day. Now that's a picture of me when I first started really pushing kind of the online stuff. You can see my first sort of landing page there, going for it, looking all businessy, looking at a phone. My good mate helping me out with some press shots there. So nearly everyone you speak to wishes that things were different in their life, yet hardly anyone is actively working to make their goals a reality. How many people do you meet who say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm working on this, but nothing ever changes? Hardly anyone is actively working on making their goals a reality. To start, all you need to do is just commit to 1 hour each day. Even if you don't know where to start, the commitment can be spending 1 hour figuring out where to start. No one's doing that. Everyone wants their life to be different, but no one's willing to put in any of the work. A huge change in your life is not going to fall in your lap like a winning lottery ticket. You need to commit to daily action that supports your goals. I've done loads of videos on this, but you know that I'm really big on vision. Get a vision of the future, get really clear on what it is you want to create in your life, and then take one action every day, 1 hour of work every day that moves you just a little bit closer to that. If you wanted to be a football player, spend 1 hour practicing football. If you want to create a life where you travel the world and you work online, spend 1 hour learning a skill, 1 hour researching other people who are doing it. You can take action every day. You just have to incrementally take those little actions and you get there. You will get there. Just don't stop. I think that's really important. Just 1 hour of growth. Figure it out. 1 hour of growth a day. 1 hour better. This is something I also wanted to mention as well. A huge change in your life isn't going to fall in your lap like a winning lottery ticket. Now, let's say that it did, because some people do win the lottery. You would not have become the person that you need to become. I'm sure we've all heard this story. Lottery winners, something ridiculous, like 99% of them, within 3 years, they've gone back to where they were. They've lost all the money, spent it, whatever it was. They're back to where they were. That's because they've not become the person necessary, the person with the skills, with the acumen, financial acumen to look after that amount of money and actually use it and kind of reinvest it, grow it, expand it. They're the same person. Their cup is able to hold this much and it's just been overflown. So what happens is they go back to their base of what they actually feel comfortable, and they do that by spending it all. So the same is with you. If you're waiting for someone to offer you like an amazing, 30k a month job, and you're going to travel the world and this, or you're just waiting for that to land in your lap, or just have the business idea that's just, wow, we've gone on Dragon's Den and I've blown up, or whatever like that. It doesn't happen like that. You have to take the incremental steps day by day to get there, to become the person, because as more money comes to you, as more clients come to you, you have to be a different person who is able to actually deal with that on a day-to-day basis. So if everything just landed in your lap, you wouldn't actually be able to handle it, which is why it's important to commit to the 1 hour of growth a day, because you gradually get better and better and better at all of these different things. And then when it does start pouring in, the tap starts really pouring, you're able to handle it, okay? Number 2, become more valuable. This is me working on my first business, and I said before, I was in the music industry. I had a music production business where I was kind of basically teaching people how to produce, how to leverage kind of personal brands in the industry, and how to actually kind of present yourself as a musician. Also, I worked with all sorts of artists of various levels. I didn't know as much as I know now, and I would have made a lot more money if I knew what I knew now. Anyway, what I'm saying here is have a skill, a sellable skill. Okay, improve your skill set, become an expert in your chosen field, be viewed as an authority figure in your chosen field. Pick the thing and just get really good at it. And by getting really good at it, you get really good at other things as well. And it's kind of like an onion. The better you get at one thing, you kind of move to another layer, and then another layer and another layer. So pick the thing, go down it, become the expert in that thing. Okay, and then you can generalize. Then you can like go broader. So for example, what I'm doing now, because I've gone through the process myself, like I've literally gone through starting with literally having no idea, just being like, right, I'm going to offer something online, and having no idea about how to do it efficiently, about how to acquire customers, just winging it. That's how I started with this. I learned everything along the way, which is why I'm able to do what I do now. It's because I learned so much doing it, and I helped so many other businesses in the space do it as well. You just need to start somewhere, become the expert of one thing, be viewed as that authority figure. If you are an expert, people will value your time and seek your help. They will come to you. It's part of the positioning yourself as the expert, being the expert, doing the work necessarily to become that person. People will come to you because they'll value your time and seek your help. As part of your daily commitment to action, focus on developing a skill that will aid other people. Okay, so your skill, is it just for you, or is it helping other people as well? And we're going to get to that, how we can serve others and how that makes us lucky as well. The marketplace rewards people who are the best at what they do. Be niche and be authentically you. So the best way to stand out, to be one of one, is just to be yourself. Okay, do the thing that only you can do. That's the best way to get rid of all competition. So if you're trying to copy anyone, you see someone doing something online, you're like, oh, just do that. You're always going to be in second place. You're always going to be in second place. So do what only you can do. And if you don't know what that is, that's your hour today. Sit and meditate and just think. Sit on a cushion like that and just breathe and think. What is it? What is the thing that I am passionate about, I'm really good at? What is that thing? What is that thing that kind of lights a fire inside me when I'm doing it? Time just flies, and I enjoy helping other people. What's that thing? If I was given someone to work with, and I had 6 weeks with them, and I had 6 weeks to just get them as far as possible in any direction, what would I do? What would I teach them? What would I help them with? Start asking these questions and the answers will come. Okay, Daydream offer. I have a very good friend he has a very successful fintech business. He told me this, and he's very, very successful and he's excellent at what he does. But he says that he daydreams every day. And that's not lost, eyes glazed, mouth open, staring into the distance. He actively daydreams how things are going to plan out, how his life's going to plan out, a meeting that he has coming up. He daydreams all the time how it's going to go, how his week's going to go, how the next year's going to go. When he meets so-and-so, what's going to happen? He's already planting these seeds out there. So he told me this. Daydream and visualize how your life will look in 3, 6, 12 months from now. If everything was to happen exactly as you wish, what would your life look like? Why not spend time daydreaming about exactly what you want? Why not? Because it will start to, if you focus on it, you give it attention, you'll start to move towards it. If you daydream about exactly what you want, vision for the future, and you start to take daily actions towards that thing that you want, it will start to happen. Slowly, it will start to happen. Focus on what it is that you're looking to bring into your life. Here's a really important one. Who would you be with? Who would you be spending your time with? But this is really important here. How would you feel? Okay, this is the trick. This is a huge bit of wisdom. When you're daydreaming about exactly how you want your life to look in 6, 12 months time, yes, visually, where would you be? Who would you be spending your time with? Important. Have this external vision of what it looks like. But you also need this internal feeling. How do I feel? How do I feel in that moment in the future? And try and feel that now and act from that place with all of your actions. So there's a great book, someone I can't get enough of is Wayne Dyer. He has a great book called Wishes Fulfilled, which is based on a lot of the work of Neville Goddard. The phrase there, or the main teaching of that book, is live feeling the feeling of the wishes fulfilled. So whatever you wish for, live feeling that feeling today, and then you are it. You are already it, and then you start to attract that reality, that timeline, however you want to kind of conceptualize it, that starts to just come into your life because you're living from that place. You're living the feeling of the wish already fulfilled. So when you are doing this exercise, and I know it sounds a bit out there, how is this going to make me more money? I need strategies, I need tactics. How do you run ads? This is as important. The internal work is as important as the external work. To be honest, more important. Everything you do in life is an internal shift first, and then the external merely reflects that. okay? So it's always internal work. So how would you feel? Your imagination paves the path of your future. Albert Einstein said, imagination is a preview of life's coming attractions. Number 4, change your inner dialogue. Change how you're speaking to yourself. Are you focusing on the negative things in your life? Do you say things like, oh, this always happens to me, or I'm not talented enough to do that? Try replacing them with this instead. Wouldn't it be nice if? Okay, this is a great way to start kind of tweaking thoughts in your head. Wouldn't it be nice if I met more driven and motivated people? Wouldn't it be nice if exciting opportunities came into my life? When we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. Wouldn't it be nice if? Okay, so I often, like some of the clients that I work with, I'll often go, oh no, I'm really bad at that. I'm really bad at that. I can't do that. That's something that I'm just not good at. Every time they say one of those sentences, say stop, no, shh, change it. I am getting better at X, rather than saying I'm really, really rubbish at creating content. I am getting better at creating content, because one of those is a full stop. I am rubbish at creating content. I am someone who is not capable of doing that. End of story, full stop. The other one is an endless possibility. I am getting better at. Okay, change the internal dialogue. Change the internal dialogue to serve you. Stop yourself. When you say one of those things like, oh, I'm an unlucky person, this has always happened to me. Bad, no good things ever happened to me. If you focus on that, that's what you'll see more of. What we focus on grows. When you focus on problems, more problems come into your life. So race car drivers, Formula One drivers, they are taught for when they are spinning out. So let's say someone clips them something, they're going around a turn, something happens. When they start spinning out, they are taught to focus on where they want to go, to keep their attention on where it is they want to go. And what tends to happen is the body self-corrects and they end up not crashing, okay? If they focus their attention on the barrier, on the side, looking at where they're going to crash, guess where they end up? They end up crashing. Same goes for what we're doing. If you focus on your problems, you'll find more problems. But if you focus on what you want to change in your life, you focus on, wouldn't it be nice if there was more opportunities? You'll start seeing more opportunities because you're changing where your attention is. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Okay, number 5, aim to serve others. This is one of the best ways to become lucky. When we're in service to others, we are acting from a place of abundance because we're saying that we have everything we need. So I'm here to serve, I'm here to help other people. Okay, this is when things really start to change. So finally, look at ways to serve other people day to day. When we look for ways that we can help people around us, we instantly make ourselves more valuable. Okay, so I'm going to let you explore this one for yourself. This is powerful and opens up doors that you would never anticipate. This is powerful and opens doors that you would never have anticipated. So again, like I said, I'm going to let you explore this one for yourself, but as a exercise from watching this video, because don't just watch this video and then do nothing about it, because then you're going to stay exactly where you are. Try doing one act of service every day for the next 7 days. One act of service. Try going out of your way to help someone. It could be the smallest thing. Helping an old lady cross the road. Okay. Something. Messaging someone that you think might be feeling a bit lonely. Hey, how are you? Thinking of you. Here's a video. Something. One little thing every day. Don't tell anyone about it, what it is. One thing you can do every day that selflessly helps someone else. It doesn't have to be this big grand thing. Okay, you don't have to go build a school in Africa. Do one thing that's going to help someone today and tomorrow. Do it for 7 days. See what happens. Okay, I'm going to let you explore that one for yourself. Now, this last one was the reaction matrix, and it's this is where we want to be. I'll explain it. So this reaction matrix is a nice way to kind of understand where you are internally and how you're feeling. Now, we want to be operating on level 3 and above, ideally level 4, 5 is a bit of I'll get into it, but understand how we are reacting, because when we're in control of our reactions and we're not actually reacting, we then can actually control what we're creating in our life. If we're reacting, it's like, we're kicking things away. So we want to be in control of we can't change what comes into our life, but we can only control how we respond to it. So we don't want these unconscious reactions, we want conscious reactions. This is what I see a lot of the time. I've kind of labeled this like from minus level 1 to level 5. We want to be aware of how we're responding to the stimuluses and the world around us. Now, level 1 is an unlucky person. So let's say something happens. Let's say we're insulted. Okay, so this is the example that we're using here. Let's say someone says something mean about us. Someone has been mean to us. So a minus 1 level of our reactions would be to be unkind back to the person who is insulting us. Okay, so if someone's bitching about us, we bitch about them. Gossip is one of the most toxic things ever, and that's going to keep you unlucky and without many friends. I was recently, when I was coming out to Bangkok, I was on a train, and there was these people from London, young people in London. They've got an interesting set of beliefs. A lot of them, I don't know what they're all learning there. They're all doing too much coke, I reckon. Anyway, there was 3 people on the table next to me, and I was sat opposite a guy similar age to me, and we kept looking at each other being like, are you hearing what I'm hearing? For 2 hours straight, these people just bitched about the other people they were at work with. These 3, it was a guy and 2 girls, and they just bitched for 2 hours straight about so-and-so, this person, they should do this, why aren't they like this, for literally 2 hours straight. It was disgusting. Now, imagine how those people they're talking about are talking about them. And those 3 people in that situation, they're kind of bonding over the bitching. But they must go away from that situation and think, well, if they're saying about all these other people, imagine what they're going to say about me, and I've just given away a bunch of stuff that I think about so-and-so, and they're probably going to use that. You are not having any luck in your life if you're operating like this. Think of like the effect of this, of gossiping and bitching. And it's something I'm sure we've all done it. Do not speak about people in a way that you would not want others to speak about yourself. That's the general rule. Speak about others how you wish to be spoken about yourself. Anyway, so that's a minus level 1. Being unkind, someone's insulted you, someone's bitching to you, so you insult them back. Now, level 0 is you become angered and hurt by their words. So someone insults you, you become angered and you become hurt. That's still a reaction. That's still an unconscious reaction. We're allowing someone else's vibrations coming out of their mouth to cause a chemical reaction inside of us so that we're feeling angry. That's not very conscious. We can't operate through life allowing other people's vibrations coming out of them to cause triggers in us that affect us. Okay, that's unconscious. So level 1 is resist an emotional reaction from yourself. Okay, so you hear something that is mean, but you're becoming more conscious. You're aware that this is something that is hurtful, but you will not have an emotional reaction to it. That's level 1. Now, level 2 is understand that this is a reflection of their own current feelings and has nothing to do with you. If you squeeze an orange juice comes out. If you squeeze a lemon juice comes out. When you squeeze a person, whatever is inside of them comes out. That insult, whatever it is, that bitching, is really how they feel about themselves. So you can be aware of that. Now, level 3 is to feel empathy for the hurt inside this person. So now, not only have we not reacted, we're becoming conscious that actually, you're not feeling very good, are you? You said something mean, and that has nothing to do with me, but you're not feeling very good. So being aware and feeling empathy for this person. So level 4 then is to respond in a way that can serve that pain that they feel. Okay, so this is almost like the unconditional love side of things. When you're a kid, I know our mums will unconditionally love us. When you're a kid and you're tantruming around and your mum's very, very calm and stoic and says something that just penetrates right through to the problem and calms you right down because they see the bigger picture and they know you well. Okay, so that is kind of the highest level. This last one was a stupid thing that I wrote. Level 5 is that you passionately kiss their face and tell them that you love them over and over. Don't do that. I wrote that because I thought it was funny. It's quite funny. So level 4, level 4 is where we want to be. Okay, now this is the reason I put this here is because I think about this often, and it's definitely a way to become lucky. If you can operate on level 4, okay, you're going to create much deeper connections with people, because even when you're going to be Teflon. No one's going to be able to hurt you. No one's going to be able to touch you. No one's going to be able to shake you. But not only that, when people do try and dig at you, you're able to give back. You're able to try and bring them up. And this is something that I definitely work on. I'm not perfect at all, but I like to try and operate around this level and really try and feel that empathy for others. And I find that it does help increase that luck in your life, because you're connecting with people in a really, really authentic way. That's how to create more luck in your life. Okay, again, it's a lot of internal work. All of these little things add up. Commit to an hour of growth a day, become more valuable, daydream often about what it is you want to create, change your inner dialogue of how you speak about yourself, aim to serve others, and then focus on this reaction matrix of how you're operating through life. This is particularly helpful if you're like in an office job or something. Luckily, I don't surround myself with anyone who would trigger anything like this. They're out of my life. But I'm lucky to be in the position where I used to have a lot of these people in my life, but I'm lucky to be in the position where I'm very, very strict with who I spend my time with and who I allow into my life. Because if anyone's doing this, in my opinion, they've got a lot of work to do. So, but if you're in an office, if you're in a 9 to 5, I know that there's a lot of this that goes around. If you're in a friendship group that you perhaps have outgrown, I know a lot of this goes around. So, I appreciate you. Thank you for spending some time with me this afternoon, this evening, this morning, whenever it is. I hope that has been valuable for you. I hope you can take some of that away, start implementing that in your life. I've got a few things that you're hopefully going to be able to see on either Instagram or here on YouTube that I've been working on over the last month while I've been in the UK. I'm really excited to share them with you. One's to do with my kind of higher ticket offer. I've got a way where I've made that really, really accessible, and yeah, that's going to be really good. And I've also got something that's going to be kind of entry level, where you're going to get a lot of the really, really good stuff about how to go full-time online and really kind of get that first 10k cash collected under your belt, so you can reinvest back into yourself and kind of make this full-time. Because I believe the more you and everything you do, you've got talented gifts. If you're watching this video, you're a talented person. You've got gifts that the world needs, and they are expressed through your own business. That is service to others. Business is service to others. Okay, a business is a service. And I really believe that everyone watching this video has a 6-figure business in them. I really believe it. And I want to help as many people as possible live that out, be living on purpose every day, just feeling fulfilled, just feeling energized by what it is you're doing on a day-to-day basis, and impacting the lives of so many other people. It's that domino effect, it's that domino effect. So you don't have to spend time around shitty people. You can spend the time working with people who you love working with, giving them amazing results, improving their lives, so they feel empowered to go and improve the lives of others. That's what I believe it's all about. That's what I do. So I'm excited to showcase some of the things that are coming up. And yeah, I appreciate you. Keep going, keep working, keep doing you. You're awesome, and I'll catch up with you soon.